Today on Short Film Focus, we look at the role of a film director. So, what is a film director? What does this person do in the filmmaking process? I like to think of a film director as a creative leader who guides the cast and crew in pursuit of their common vision. And I think that the key words here are their common vision. A director is not a dictator. As a director, you must be able to utilize the cast and crew and draw on their various areas of expertise in order to realize the words that are on the page visually. And I feel that there are two key things to being successful when directing a film. I call these things the 2 C's. So the first is the communication of your vision, that thing in your head, for the story to the cast and crew. And then the second is collaboration with your cast and crew in order to adapt your vision and realize a collective vision for the story. I think that the big thing to understand here is that your initial vision must be adapted in order to incorporate the ideas from your cast and crew, because the overall vision will be better if it is a collective one. At the end of the day, a cast and crew, which includes yourself, are a group of people that are always in pursuit of a common vision, a common goal. I actually like to think of it as a family. And this common vision for the story must be developed and pursued by everyone, and you as the director lead that pursuit. Remember, your cinematographer, your editor, your sound designer, your production designer, your colorist, the list goes on and on. These people are all experts in their field. So you should use them. They will all know how to best contribute to the vision for the story with their expertise, if you are all on the same page. And it is your job as the director to make sure that you are all on the same page. Now, the vision is a focused and clearly defined visual idea for the story, out of which grows a detailed plan for how each element of the filmmaking process will contribute towards that visual idea for the film. A clear vision from the cast and crew leads to a clear idea of how to bring that story to life visually using all of the different elements the filmmaking process has to offer. You as the director, you are the creative leader, right? If the film flops, it's your fault. You don't just stand on set and frame a shot. Feel free to tell me that I'm wrong, but I feel that the director's job is the hardest, and here's why. A director needs to understand and be involved in every aspect of the film. You either write the story or you work with writers. You then develop an initial vision for the words on the page. You should and must be involved in the casting process. You are then potentially involved in the crewing process and finding locations. You then meet the cast and crew and communicate your initial vision to each department in their own cinematic language. You have to talk lighting, shot sizes, angles, framing with your cinematographer. You talk about backstories and performance with your cast. You discuss wardrobe, color palettes, locations, and sets with the art department. You discuss the pace of the edit and which shots go where with the editor. You develop a look for the film with your colorist and cinematographer. You discuss sound design with your audio engineer. The list goes on and on. The director's job is the most difficult because you have to understand what everyone else does in order to communicate with them. And I'm no businessman, but this includes the producer. You need to understand everyone else's terminology and cinematic language. Otherwise, how do you communicate and collaborate with them in order to realize a common vision? So that concludes my thoughts on the role of the director. I would love to hear your thoughts on directing and the role of the director in the comments below. And I will do my best to respond to comments and engage with you on the topic. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss out on a new video, and hit that little bell icon so that you get them notifications. Also, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, I will link those below, and don't forget that I want to hear from you on these platforms about what type of content you want to see on this channel. Until next week, remember, it all starts with a story.